So how much is it going to cost, and who's going to pay for it?
Both questions are still on the table after today's arena proposal in Virginia Beach. 10 on your side's Andy Fox was there as Comcast Spectacor made the pitch.
Yeah, we were...
Well, Andy, I was just going to ask you, did you get an overwhelming feeling either way from City Council on this?
Well, it's what you guys brought up before. They haven't answered those critical questions. How much will this cost and who's going to pay for it? Peter Luco, though, he is the principal at Comcast Spectacor. He did offer a 25-year lease, and he also said that is for a state-of-the-art 18,500-seat arena, and this is what it looks like. This is an artist's rendering. Take a look at this. This is what it looks like. Who's going to fill the arena? 3 million fans are in the Hampton Roads area, if you include Richmond. At the amphitheater, 18,000 of the tickets sold there are from folks who live in Richmond. I went one-on-one with Peter Luco, and I asked him what he brings to the table in this deal, and also how much will this cost taxpayers?
Well, to the complement of assets that we...
You have offered a 25-year lease.
Right.
They seem to think that's a big deal for them.
Well, I think it is. I mean, to lease a property, you know, pending negotiation, is an important step in that, you know, you see companies looking to make commitment.
When you're going through the negotiation, what do you want the City of Virginia Beach taxpayers to come up with? What do you want them to bring to this?
That really is the Development Authority's charge. You know, we'll sit down with them and they'll basically tell us what they would like of us, and we will tell them what we can offer.
What promise have you been given that the Kings will come here?
We're in no discussions with any teams. Let me be very clear. This is preliminary, okay? First, you've got to look and see, okay, is this project, can it be built? What can it be built for? What is our story to tell any potential teams? So at this point right now, there's been no discussions with any teams. We're just getting started. We're very positive, but you know, we've got a ways to go.
For the cynical taxpayer out there who think that this is not a good deal for taxpayers, what do you say to that taxpayer?
I'm not a cynical taxpayer. You know, I'm an arena and sports manager, and it's really not for me to say.
But you're a salesman, so what would you do?
Well, I'm not a salesman.
Well, what would you do to sell your product and say it's worth it?
I think what we do bring is fun and sports and entertainment.
Yeah, and that's Peter Luco, and he's critical to this because that's the person Virginia Beach will be negotiating. He'll be across the table, or his representatives. Tom, the big questions: how much is this going to cost, and who's going to pay for it, and how much will come from taxpayers? And those are all the unanswered questions that were not answered today, and that is part of the process. We're hoping for something back more in October and November for the finalization on those numbers. Back to you.
And we'll keep hearing those questions over and over again. Right now, we're going to look at the bottom line on this project. Comcast Spectacor says the arena would seat 18,500 with 200 annual events, bringing in about $98 million in its first year. Officials also claim 1,200 jobs would come with the arena. City Council will meet with the group again in October to talk about how much it'll cost, and more importantly, who's going to pay. To learn more about the arena proposal, go to wavy.com. You'll find all of our coverage, including insider blogs from sports director Bruce Rader. All you have to do is click on this story.